Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. I literally just sat down for the recap. I saw LASE instantly start falling. I saw it go to resistance and I decided to jump into a stupid trade. And I lost like 50 bucks off the highs right there. It was so dumb. I shouldn't have done that. This is why sometimes when I'm done trading, I just kind of toggle my auto send off and I walk away and just either turn my computer off or just kind of glance at them from my phone, but I know I can't really trade. But I just sat down. As soon as I sat down for the recap, I looked and I was like, that looks like a big drop. It might just pop a little bit. Let's see if I get 10, 20, 30 dollars here, and it instantly just dropped on me. So I lost 50 bucks. So lesson for you guys, beginners or even expert traders: when you're done trading, do something that's gonna make you walk away. Do something that when you see this, you can't trade anymore. What I used to do when I started trading is I actually had a light that I could change colors on my desk. And so every morning, as soon as I sit down and I'm ready to trade, I'd put it green. And green meant I'm good to go. I'm trading, all this stuff. And then when I thought I was decently green on the day, a break even hard day or a small red day, and I was like, you know what, I'm done trading. I would change that light to color red, and not necessarily saying I'm red on the day, but basically saying, hey, you're done trading. And every time I'd get tempted to come back here, try to trade again or something like that, and I see that red light, I'm like, I can't trade. And so kind of worked for a little bit. Then I built the discipline, and then I blew it out of the water today. Gave back 50 bucks. But you know what? Still a $650 day. I'll take that. And I think I actually took, or not one trade, but I think my trading execution on LASE this morning, the one that I just took the stupid trade on. All right, there it is. I lost 52 bucks. My trading execution on LASE this morning couldn't have been any better. Maybe one tiny thing I could have done differently. But I traded that stock and I read it like a book. I traded it very well. So I'm gonna go over that one first. I think a lot of you guys just don't end up hanging around towards the end of the video, so I might do my big trades first. But hopefully you guys still stay into the end because you get to see my losers, or you guys get to see just every trade and what I was looking for. So LASE, my first thought on LASE was the daily gap. This thing was starting off the day yesterday, closed at like, let me see, what was it, closed at like right under $3, and this morning instantly gapped up almost to $5, $4.50. And so that's a huge gap on the daily, and this one actually has a top resistance of 550. You guys can see it right here on my side chart. Oh no, you can't, because I can't even zoom it to the right. So it has a resistance on the daily at 550, and this thing was gapping up. And to me, I was like, if this thing gets going and shorts start getting squeezed, this thing can go up to $5, $550, no problem. And so this morning I had a pretty bullish bias on this one, and I wasn't going to chase the open, so I never do that anyways. Maybe for sure not the first candle, maybe the second, third candle I will go in it. But this thing popped up, pretty good volume, kind of a little resistance there, and then pulled back, and then pulled back. But then these two pullbacks here, that volume is decreasing. I took my first ad right there and pretty much almost sniped the bottom on this one. The low of that candle there was 408, and I got a 408.5 fill, so literally sniped the bottom of that candle there. 2,500 shares long, so 2,500 shares. I was very patient on this one. Started popping up. I think I took 500 out somewhere like 420s, 424, and 420, 419. So 419 here, and then 424 way up here. And I had 1,500 shares still left on this play. And then as it's flagging again on the 1 minute, I see this 1 minute candle, super low volume, flags again. For one, I was looking for this thing to break high of days, right? So high of days was 437 right here, marked 437. So in my mind, I'm thinking 437. We get to 437, 450. We get to $455, 550 new highs, all time squeezing, whatever. And so I was like, I think I can at least get 437. So this thing flags right under 437. I added to a winning trade. So I buy the dip, I sell the rip, sell here. I re-added even heavier, so I sold 1,000. I added back 1,500. So I was in this thing now with 3,000 shares. I guess I could have played it a bit more aggressively. Could have jumped in here another 2,500, 5,000, 10,000 shares. Even this first ad here. So I added back there again, and then it rips on again, gets me that high of day, 437. At this point, I was very patient and broke 437, went up to 440, and I held. Usually I take out half right there, but I held. I was looking for 450. Of course, the one stock I'm holding big shares has no squeeze, right? It always happens. Anyways, I hold it, and it starts popping up a little bit more, and I sell 440, 441, 440, 441, and then gets up to like 447. and then pulls back. Now I'm looking for pre-market to hold. So 437 pre-market. Now I'm looking for 437 to hold as support, which it actually does right here. And then this thing comes right back up to 449, and I at this one, I mean, they was if you would have asked me if this is breaking 450 and bet on me my whole bank account, bet it $50,000, bet it $5, I don't care, whatever you named it, I would have said 100% this thing breaks 450 or at least taps 450. And thank God nobody said that, because it hit 449. It literally went up to 449, and I wasn't selling. I was looking for 450. Boom, 455, 460, 465, $475. I was looking for this thing to really take off or even halt. I mean, we've had a couple of halts recently. I've been stuck in one. I think I was stuck in one yesterday, but just didn't happen. And so I didn't sell there at the top. I think I started selling on the way back down, because at that point I was like, you know what, it's not breaking out. So I descaled a little bit, 500 shares there, and then I had 1,000 shares running. I had 1,500 shares running for the break of 450, but didn't happen. So then I decided to cut it out here, and so I cut it out right there. And this was, I mean, I cut it out right there perfectly, 438, as it's cracking through that pre-market pivot, and I fully get out, and then candle, boom, dumps, perfect. And then dumps down here again, 425, kind of where I took that first trade there. I'm back in. I jump back in on this stock. And here is my issue. This candle, okay, decent. This candle right here ripped. This candle just instantly popped up, and then this candle started opening up. At this time, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking this, but I thought we are definitely going to halt right under highs, right under 450. I saw this thing rip. I was like, we're definitely going to cause a halt here, right under 450. This is going to halt, open over 450, open right under 450, and bust through that 450. So I didn't sell anything. So I bought 1,500 here again. I didn't sell anything through here, which I should have taken a little bit off. As a matter of fact, I did the same thing as here. So I got this pullback here, 437. I added, and then I took it right off the table because I thought we were getting a little bit of stuff. So I took those out, pretty much break even trade, lost like a penny on 500 shares, so whatever that is, $5. And then the one thing that I couldn't have done better, that I could have done better, is either stopped out my full position here, or yeah, just sold here, or just stopped out a little bit early, because at that point you can't avoid if a trade doesn't work out. You can't, but I could have stopped out a little bit early. I think I stopped out more towards down here, and that was it. But so my mistake was maybe not taking profits here, and then I could have saved maybe $100 here with 1,000 shares that I caught a little bit bigger of a flush, 50 cents. I mean 5 cents, yeah, 5 cents, maybe $50. But the front side of this move was absolutely perfect. I bought down there, I sold, I re-added heavier, I sold, held this, sold again, got out of it, avoided the flush, jumped in on the dip, perfect. And then here I was looking for that next leg, so it didn't happen, but that would have been the right move to do anyways. So that was my big trade. I think a couple of times I was up over $900. So on here I was up $900 on that trade. Obviously I didn't get it all because I stopped out here. I think out of that trade I got out of it with $760 profit. I jumped in back here again. I was up $900 on the trade right there. Did not take my profit. I was looking for the biggest squeeze, and then when I closed this out here, I was up like $700 on the name. Took a stab here. I made a little bit on that one. I was just trying to break over that 425 level. Didn't happen, and then obviously the stupid trade that I am embarrassed about. I don't know what that was. I think I needed to make $3 to get over $700, so I think that was it. This one started pulling back. I decided to take an ad here. I was like, you know what? This might be the ad. You see my trend line touch right there. And this was me literally just sitting down. Like you could see, I've been recording for 9 minutes, and this was literally like almost 9 minutes ago. So I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a small ad here. And looking at the daily, I'm like, dude, this thing can go to 550. If I get this super low ad and this thing turns back around, I might not even be opposed to holding 500 shares all the way up to even into the close and see if we get another gap up or after hour push. But instantly dropped down on me, and I had to get out of that trade. And I just laughed it out. I gave back $50. Stupid. Next trades, the other ones are honestly very small share size. I really don't think I traded anything else. It was pretty slow this morning. I mean, SPY absolutely tanked in pre-market and then absolutely ripped in market open. So that was incredible to watch. APDN, I'm getting out of this trade, $14 red. I don't remember which one. So the first one I was looking for the break of 3, kind of high breakout trade. Got stopped out, and then look at this perfect ag down here. Perfect ad, don't hold it, then it gets a new high. That's what I was looking for. And then I chased it for a new high of day, and I think I made some profit here again for high day breakout. So just breakout trades on those, nothing particular, nothing crazy. I was looking for this downtrend break here, and I think you guys kind of might have quickly seen that. I wanted this thing to consolidate and rip, but my problem was look at that consolidation there and look at that opening. Not enough volume that we had earlier. So look at that big difference in volume. I need this volume here for me to expect this move here, and I didn't see that, so no trades there. Pretty picky about my trades, and you guys know that, so I'm not going to just jump in on something and close my eyes and say a prayer and say, you know what, I hope this thing goes. No, next thing is Reb. Reb, again, this one felt pretty stuffed, pretty short, pretty heavy. Pretty nice candle here engulfing, 2 candles down. This one had a little bit of higher volume, but that's because I was able to snipe that dip. Actually, I got a terrible fill on this one. And I was looking for that next leg up. Never happened. Actually put a high, but barely, and then pulled down, put another high, barely. At that point, somebody on my stream was saying, hey, how about through here for a pullback back up? And I said, the way this behaved up here, no way. I forgot to say my introduction. If you guys want to watch me day trade live, I do it for free every single day. All you got to do is hit that notification bell on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as well if you like this recap. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Currently all green this month. Pretty good profits so far as well. I just get back $50, but that is nothing compared to how much I am up this month. So it's still not my best month this year. So, but hopefully I can scale up a little bit bigger share size and then make this month a little bit bigger, and hopefully I can get to that biggest P&L of the year. But so far I got 2 weeks and a little bit of money to catch up. But other than that, I'm not focused on it. I'm just going to trade every single day like a new day and find the opportunities. Tomorrow might be slow. I, for some reason, have a feeling SPY is just bouncing because it's bouncing. I don't think SPY has found a low yet. So if SPY ends up dropping tomorrow, we could see small caps be really slow tomorrow again. Other than that, guys, come watch me trade live right here on YouTube on Tradecaster. If you guys like the recap, then go ahead and click the thumbs up, subscribe button, all that stuff. And appreciate you guys' time. Appreciate you guys watching this recap, and I will see you guys tomorrow.